Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/pettyrevenge. In today's episode, AITA/ for exposing my mom, sister, and cousin at a family event? Think my race ruined your family? Enjoy the results of the genetic testing. Wake me up early in the morning? Okay, two can play that game. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. AITA/ for exposing my mom, sister, and cousin at a family event? I 21F live with my mom 56F and sister 25F. I work part-time and clean houses on my off days to pay for school, rent, and other necessities. So my savings are about 12K. My mom and sister have well-paying job but can never budget and have bad spending habits. I recently found out that my safe disguised as a book was missing. I put my money in cash and a safe book in a hide area is because my sister and mother had 2 incidents of taking money from me. I forgave them, but I'm not stupid as they will jump at the chance again. So all my money is bent at the right-hand corner. I have pics and videos of them bent, numbers of some bills, safe, and being bent. Furthermore, I found it broken open in the garage bin covered/wrapped in cardboard. My cousin, 24F, was over the other day and I said hi to her in the kitchen and she was carrying the same cardboard. It was from a ginger ale box. Go to the backyard with my mom and sister outside already. I just came into the kitchen to wash my hands and go upstairs and shower as I came home from school and was on the bus. Helps keep COVID away. I decided to check the wallets of my mom's and sisters, and there was the bills with the bent corners. I took a pictures and videos, as I came up with a plan to be petty. The next day, my extended family was at my aunt's sitting around and talking. I asked my cousin what she was doing with the cardboard at my mom's house with my sister and her. She said she was helping my mom spray paint some frames. My mom likes to refurbish furniture. I said okay, then I got up to get my bag with the broken book safe and grabbed my sister's and mother's wallet. I came back and dropped the broken book safe in front of my cousin. My sister was close by. I asked her if she knew what this was. She had a surprised look on her face, but said nothing. I then turned to my sister and said, "You definitely know what this is." By then, everyone was watching. Next, I showed my family all the pics and videos. I even opened their wallets in front of the family, showing my money with the bended corners in it. One pic clearly showed the numbers on those bills, the ones in the wallet. My cousin's mom started going off on her daughter for stealing from family. Most were speechless, but my mom, sister, and cousin tried everything to defend themselves. I then stated I'm being generous by not going to the police right away and giving them a month to return what they owe. Also that I'm moving out. I apologized to my aunt for the trouble. Then I went home and added a lock and chain on my bedroom door. Since then I have spoken to some family members, but some have said I went overboard and there were less dramatic ways of doing this. So AITA? Update. So before I delete, my aunt, the one who had the dinner at her house, gave me the money my mom and sister took as she is giving them extra time to repay her, and she wrote up a contract so she can take legal action if needed. She didn't want me to file a police report as she knows it put stress on me. Basically, she handled it. My other aunt, cousin's mom, contacted me again and said she was selling my cousin iPad, Switch Plus games, and making her work to repay me by the end of the month. I'm currently staying in my friend's basement for a few weeks till I find a more permanent situation. My friend's parents is giving me a really cheap price, as I would bake cupcakes and cakes for them every so often. Get your money back. They treat you like shit. I do have a bit of update, as when I originally posted it days ago. So my aunt and uncle, cousin's parents, did call and apologized for her behavior and pardoned it. My cousin wants to make amends publicly in front of the family, but I asked if she can get my money back and tells me how they found the box. I can hear her in the background as her mom tried to get her on the phone saying why can't she apologize and get it over. I just told my aunt if she doesn't want to talk, that's fine, but I'm less than a month's time she has to return the money or else the police will be involved and she should let my mom and sister know too. I just hanged up after. Put your money in the bank. Take it from someone else that had family take money. Call the police. You won't see the money back. And you will always be the $a hole in the family's eyes now no matter what. NTA, of course. Good for you for exposing their crime. Your month to return the stolen money was generous. I probably would have just taken it back right then. I'm glad you're planning to get out too. Humiliating or not, they're likely to try again. You already did the less dramatic way. You've confronted them before about stealing from you, and they apologized. But here you are again. Publicly shaming them is the next logical step, and if that doesn't work, then involve the police. AITA and will played. What you created was witnesses should you ultimately go to the police. Think my race ruined your family? Enjoy the results of the genetic testing. At my son's birth, my ex-partner's mom told me that I'd ruined their family by having a kid with her son and tainting their family line. We're both white, but they're from a neighboring country that they pride themselves on. They showed themselves to be really vile racists in general. I'm glad we aren't family anymore, and his dad walked out a few years ago too, so the trash took itself out. Cut to yesterday. My son got the results of our genetic test kits he got as a present. He's interested in the TikToks of people seeing where they come from. Me, 81% of the background they're so precious about. No trace of the genetic profile they hate so much. My son, 53%, with around 16% of a background that they hate. Guess it wasn't me that was doing any polluting. The very first thing my son did was send his dad/grandmother the results. And obviously he has no idea of what she said at his birth, but man, that has to have hurt her a little. I don't get why people can get so worked up over ethnicities or races, as if there are no other things to worry about in this world. Even if the earth were all one race, humans would find something to hate about each other. Hair color, eye color, freckles, height, weight, anything. It's a shame. The need to hate is hardwired into so many people. No one can control their genes. I don't understand people who are proud of genetics as if they somehow earned something or are entitled to special treatment just by being born. There's no way I'm ever doing genetic testing. Doesn't matter to me where I came from, and I don't want more information about me in another database. Every bit of data collected will be leaked and exploited eventually. Wake me up early in the morning? Okay, two can play that game. I've 26M, been working for the past 2 weeks straight at work, getting up at 4 in the morning to get there. Yesterday was my first day off, and I was looking forward to sleeping in and catching up on my sleep. My mom, 59F, however, had other plans. It wasn't even 8 in the morning when I woke up to the sound of a vacuum going off right outside my bedroom door. I was shocked that my mom was being so inconsiderate, but more than anything, I was mad. I wasn't able to get back to sleep, so I gave up and got up for the day. My mother, on the other hand, did the exact opposite. As soon as she was done with the floors, she sat down in the recliner and napped almost all day long. There was only so much inconsideration I was going to take, so I told myself I would have my very petty revenge. You see, my family has cats, half a dozen to be exact. And every morning before I leave to go to work, I'll give them some breakfast so they don't go bother my parents and wake them up at 4:30 a.m. I sleep with my door shut most of the time, while they have to leave theirs open because they have the litter boxes in their bathroom. This morning when I got up to get myself ready for work, I ignored the cats, ate my breakfast, and shut myself in my room to watch some anime before leaving for work. Not even before I got dressed, my mom was knocking on my door, asking if I fed the cats. I told her no, and I could hear a big sigh from the other side of the door before she said that I should really feed them before they wake her up. I know that once my mom's awake, she has a hard time going back to sleep. I smiled to myself the whole way to work this morning knowing she was most likely up for the rest of the day. Edit. I forgot to say that I'm a 26M. Added that. Also, for those of you who question why I live with my parents, I have autism. Granted, I am high functioning, so I can drive, work, etc., but I have some social issues and whatnot. Edit 2. For those of you who think I work the morning shift, that's wrong. I work as an FSR at a hospital, meaning I'm the guy getting the food on the trays and taking them to patients. It's an all-day long 12-hour shift. This is petty revenge. Stop asking Opie a million questions and enjoy the pettiness. Right? I don't understand all the comments. It's like people got lost and don't know what sub they are in. I got yelled at for saying something along the lines of a solution. So, Thanks for saying this. While living with my mom about 15 years ago now, when I worked morning shift, she would do this to me too. I'd finish working 10 days in a row sometimes for one day off, and I'd be chaotically awoken to the vacuum and sometimes the dishwasher too. It was really old and was quite loud. After the fifth or sixth time, I started staying up late for the sole reason of waking her up. After this back and forth for about a month, she finally asked me to please be quieter on the night she has to work. I looked her dead in the eye and said, please be quieter in the morning on my one day off. Her eyes got big and she blinked a few times. She politely nodded her head, and we never had a problem waking each other up again. It was so effective that my younger brother never had to deal with that. I love my mom, but sometimes she needed a petty reminder that she wasn't the only one living in the house. I would have responded to mom when she said I should really feed them before they woke her, with, hey, at least I didn't vacuum. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will see you in the next video.